स्क्रॉल करें प्रॉब्लम ठीक है Good afternoon, welcome to Manika IAS. We'll discuss MCQs of science and technology. Consider the following statements regarding dark matter and dark energy. Dark energy is a mysterious force that drives the accelerating expansion of universe. Yes, dark energy, expansion of universe. That is right. It causes the expansion of universe. Dark energy is the reason behind expansion of the universe. Dark matter interacts with universe through its gravity. That is also right, because gravitational force is the universal force that is exists everywhere in the universe. That force is F equal to G m1 m2 by r square, where G is universal, where m1 m2 are the mass of the two bodies, any two bodies in the universe, r is the distance between them, and G is the universal gravitational constant. That is universal constant. So it is not limited to a particular planet. It is universal gravitational constant. So dark matter interacts with the universe through its gravity. Next, dark energy constitutes 27% and dark matter makes up to about 68% of the universe. This is wrong. Third statement is wrong. Why is third statement is wrong? Because dark energy constitutes about 68%. Dark energy, it constitutes about 68%, and dark matter, it constitutes about 27%. So here it is. So answer is 1 and 2, right? Dark energy means the energy that is not explored by human being, or the dark matter are the areas where those are which are not explored by human being, right? Next question. Which of the following regarding International Space Station? Why International Space Station was in news? It was in news because Russia want to come out of International Space Station. The reason is, who are the which space agencies have created this International Space Station? It is created by NASA and Russian, that is Roscosmos, NASA, Roscosmos, then JAXA, that is Japanese Space Agency, and Canadian Space Agency and European Space Agency. Right? These are the 5 space agencies that have created this International Space Station. It is not a single satellite; it is multiple satellites. They are clubbed together. Right? They are clubbed together. Okay. So, which of the following statements regarding International Space Station is correct? One is, it is a space station habitable for artificial satellite in polar orbit. No, this is actually not in polar orbit. It is in low Earth orbit. Right? Low Earth orbit, the range is 180 km to 2000 km. Low Earth orbit, approximately the International Space Station that moves around 400 to 500 km. Right? Okay. It serves as microgravity and space environment. It serves as a microgravity and space environment research. Yes, this place is meant for space research. This is a space station, International Space Station. Right? It is for research. Crew members will stay there and they will continue the research. Yes, there is microgravity because it is around 400 kilometer to 500 kilometer low Earth orbit, right? So there is microgravity. It is jointly owned by various space agencies. Yes, I have said here five: NASA, Roscosmos, JAXA, Canadian Space Agency, and European Space Agency. They combinedly developed International Space Station. If Russia there is chances that International Space Station will be broken down and fall into different parts of the territory. This is because Russia has denied to do the work, that is clearing of the space debris and taking ferry and taking the ferry in different the for the ferry of different crew members, right? That was the job of Russia, and he will not do it. So here answer is basically 2 and 3. That is, it is not polar orbit; it is low Earth orbit. India's Gaganyaan, which is the first manned mission to moon, that will also cause so that will also shoot in low Earth orbit. Next, which of the following consider the following statements regarding active pharmaceutical ingredients? What are active pharmaceutical ingredients or API? It is a part of any drug that produces the anti and intended effects, right? Part of any drug that produces the intended effect. India is a leading producer of API in the world. Here both the statements are correct, right? Both the statements are correct. So both are C is the answer. India is a leading producer. Remember, India is leading producer. It is not the biggest producer. China is the biggest producer. China is the biggest producer, and also China is the biggest producer and exporter of pharmaceutical drugs and exporter of pharmaceutical ingredients. So these active pharmaceutical ingredients, they are responsible for to producing intended effects. That means the effect what we want. That is probably mainly formed by active pharmaceutical ingredients. Next question. Consider the following statements. Medication abortion involves taking pills to end a pregnancy. World Health Organization guidelines prohibit medication abortion at home. Progesterone is a hormone that is necessary for pregnancy to continue. So this is right. Medication is abortion involves pills to end pregnancy. There are different ways. For example, you can take pills, medicines, or you can also go undergo operations. Right. So this one statement is right. Second is World Health Organization guidelines prohibit medication at home. No, WHO is not recommending anything like that. So World Health Organization, it says that within 12 weeks it can be used within 12 weeks. Within 12 weeks, World Health Organization, it may prohibit medication. Progesterone is a hormone that is necessary for a pregnancy to continue. Yes, it is very important for pregnancy. It is progesterone is it is important for the pregnancy to continue. And when somebody takes medication, what happens? The progesterone secretion that stops. So that lead to the aversion, right? So 1, 2, 3 that do not develop the aversion, and other medicines that lead to the lead to aversion, that is killing of the embryo. So it's basically this is 1 and 3 options are right. Next, Consider the consider the following statements regarding monkeypox. Monkeypox is a zoonosis that is transmitted from infected animals to humans. Yes, this is right. Monkeypox is a zoonosis. Although those are coming from animals are called as zoonoses or zoonosis or zoonotic diseases. Anything you can call them. That is monkeypox, and they are transmitted from animals to human. That's why they are called as zoonotic diseases or zoonosis. Okay, monkeypox causes similar symptoms to smallpox. Yes. Monkeypox causes similar symptoms to smallpox. That's why 80% smallpox vaccine are efficient against monkeypox. Right. Okay. Like monkeypox, like smallpox, monkeypox has been eradicated worldwide. No, this is not eradicated worldwide. This is primarily, highly it is continues to occur in the Western Africa, Central Africa regions. Monkeypox it is highly spreaded, so it is not eradicated worldwide. The vaccine has not yet developed. Right. And the monkeypox virus that is detected in squirrels, Gambian post rats, dormice, in some species of monkeys. Right. Okay. Next question. Consider the following statements. Human loss heat generated within their body by producing sweat that evaporates on the screen. Yes. This is right. Evaporation means your liquid conversion of liquid into gas below the temperature of boiling point. Do not require high temperature. For example, in case of boiling, you converting that is liquid, that is converting the suppose 100 degrees Celsius water is converted to gas. For that you need 100 degrees Celsius. For boiling you need 100 degrees Celsius of temperature, so that water will convert into gas. But for evaporation you do not need that much of temperature. For evaporation it can happen at low temperature as well, with flow of air, with dry air. All these things evaporation can happen. With rise in temperature evaporation increases. That is how our sweating or such type of biological phenomena occurs. So it loses the heat. When a person sweats, he loses the heat generated within their body by producing sweat, and that evaporates in the skin because the atmosphere is dry and it is hot. Humidity in the environment makes it conducive to regulate body temperature. Humidity do not make conducive. Humidity do not lead to evaporation. When there is humidity, then air evaporation will not occur, right? Because already atmosphere is full of water vapors. Why it will again attract water vapors? Water vapor will get attracted when there is dry situation. So that's why we feel maximum sweating and hot during the humid period. Next. Dehydration can lead to decreased sweat production. Yes, dehydration. If dehydration occurs, what will happen? The sweat production will also it will reduce because there is no water. How it will the person will sweat, and if a person will not sweat, then heat will remain inside his body. So two effects. At the same time, we will suffer from dehydration. At the same time, we will suffer from the heat. That is what we call as sunstroke, especially. So one and three both the options are right. Which of the following missions are intended for studying the possibility of life on Mars? UAE Hope Mission, NASA's InSight mission, Mars, NASA's InSight mission, China's TIN-1 mission, NASA's Perseverance rover. So, which of the they are intended for studying possibility of life on Mars? It is yes, US UAE Hope mission, that is to study possibility of life in Mars. China's TIN-1 mission, that is to study possible life in Mars. But your NASA's Perseverance rover, that is also to study life on Mars. But inside mission, although that is going to Mars, but that will not study the life in Mars. It will study the material. Right? It will study what Mars is made of. So inside mission, it will also go to the Mars, but it will study the material things. It will not study the life. So, 134 is the answer. That is B is the answer. Next. Then which consider the following statements regarding to space debris. That's the issue because Russia has refused to clear the space debris in the path of International Space Station. Space debris include debris from defunct spacecrafts, satellite explosions, and collisions. That is right. So first statement is right. Next. Meteoroids classified as natural space debris? Yes. Natural space debris are called as meteoroids. There is also dead satellites. I mean, there is also the parts of satellites that they can also called as your space debris. Under the Convention of International Liability for Damage Caused by Space Objects, countries cannot claim compensation from other countries for damages. Yes, they can claim. So this is wrong. Countries can claim. Countries can claim from international space stations. So definitely they can claim. So one, two options are right option. Next. Obviously, when just because of your space debris, and if another country is getting economic loss, obviously you have to pay it. Next. Consider the following statements. Sagittarius A is a supermassive black hole situated at the center of Milky Way. A black hole is formed when stars collapse and the light cannot go out of black hole because the gravity inside a black hole is very strong. So here all the statements are right. Sagittarius A, it has a supermassive black hole. Sagittarius A means supermassive black hole. Situated at the center of Milky Way. The black hole is formed when stars collapse. The light cannot go out of a black hole because gravity inside a black hole is very strong. So 1, 2, 3, all the statements are right. Gravity inside a black hole is very strong, so light cannot go out of a black hole. They form when the stars collapse and they are center of the a supermassive black hole, that is Sagittarius A, is situated at the center of Milky Way. Next, rare earth materials have its application in which of the following areas? Rare earth materials, water treatment, petroleum, refining, X-ray imaging, fiber optics, and management resonance imaging. Rare earth materials. So here, especially these rare earth materials, they are used in everywhere. Water treatment, petroleum refining, X-ray imaging, fiber optics, and MRI. In all the cases, rare earth materials can be used. The major rare earth materials, especially, they are used in semiconductors, right? Semiconductors. Predominantly, they are used in semiconductors at present time. Right? That may be some magnets, maybe some metal alloys mm, like your metal alloys, phosphors, glass polishing. These all they can be used in various even purposes. Right. So all the options are right here. All in all the cases, rare earth materials can be used. Which the following organs are of human body are donated, can be donated. That is liver, heart, cornea, kidneys, and pancreas. Which of the following organs can be donated? All the organs like heart, liver, cornea, kidney, pancreas, all the options, all the organs can be donated. So all of them are answered. Consider following statement regarding International Space Station. IAS is the fast station to be built and operated. Fast space station. No, this is not the fast space station. So this is wrong. IAS is not entirely zero gravity space. It does announce a little bit gravity. Thruster must be sent periodically that attach themselves to the ISS for keeping in the orbit. So what is the answer? It is 1 and 2, or 2 and 3, or 1 and 3, or 1, 2, 3. It is about International Space Station. So as 1 is wrong, so this option cannot happen. So obviously answer is B. So it is not fuel train operated. There is entirely zero gravity. It is not entirely zero gravity in the space. It encounters a little bit of gravity. So whenever you see this word like entirely zero gravity space, this is zero. Next question is vaccination of following statements. Answer the following statements regarding vaccination. Yes, sorry. Question of consider the following statements pairs regarding vitamin and mineral deficiency. Right, vitamin and mineral deficiency. Vitamin A, it is night blindness. Vitamin B, B1, very. Vitamin C, rickets. Iron deficiency is anemia. Which of the following statements are right? So here, vitamin A, night blindness is right. Vitamin B1, that is very, that is also right. But vitamin C, it is not rickets. Rickets is from D. Rickets, that is vitamin D, is also called as calciferol. Calciferol, rickets, that is vitamin D. Iron deficiency is anemia. So 1 to 4 all are right answer. Okay. What is vitamin A? That is called as retinol. Retinol. Shortage of vitamin A causes night blindness. Right. Vitamin B, it is called as thiamine. Vitamin B is called as thiamine. Shortage of vitamin B, it causes very. Then vitamin B12, this is anemia. B12 anemia and iron also anemia. Iron deficiency also cause anemia. Okay. So 1 to 4 option will be the right option. Consider the following statements regarding vaccination. Vaccination is a simple, safe and effective way of protecting people against harmful diseases after they come into contact with them. Vaccines train the body's immune system to create antibodies, just as it does when it exposed to a disease. Vaccines are given orally or by an injection and spread into the nose. So, first thing, it is simple, safe, and effective of protecting people against harmful diseases after they came into contact. It is not after, before. Vaccination is for, it's a before treatment, right? It's not a after they came into contact with them, that will, because it will take time, take some time for creation of antibodies. So it's not a treatment, it's a prevention, right? It's a prevention. So second, strain the body immune system to create antibody just as does exposed to a disease. So two is right. Vaccination is given orally or by a injection or sprayed into nose. Which of the following statements are correct? So, so this is also correct. Only 2 and 3 options are correct. They are not. This is not after. This is before. This is before. Okay, next question. What's the following statement regarding mucomycosis? Mucormycosis. Mucormycosis is a fungal infection caused by a group of molds called as mucomycetes. It affects the sinuses, brain, lungs that can be life-threatening, diabetic and cancer patients. Soil, plants, manure, decaying foods, vegetable, common sources of the infection. So it is an infection that causes a group of molds called mucormycetes. That is right. It affects sinuses, brain, and lungs. Can be life-threatening. Consider following statements regarding toxoid vaccines. Toxoid vaccines are use a toxin, harmful product made by germ that cause disease. They create immunity against the whole germ that cause a disease. Toxoid vaccines are used to protect against diphtheria and tetanus. Which of the following statements are correct? Toxoid vaccine used to harmful product made by germ that cause a disease. Yes, toxoid vaccines. Yes, obviously that will be a harmful product because vaccine is always made from a dead germ, right? So that is right. Next, they create immunity against the whole germ cause of that disease. Yes, vaccines always create. For example, in case of COVID-19, the vaccines, the you will see if you test your COVID positive or negative after just after taking the vaccine, then it will show positive because you have taken dead vaccine as a you have taken a dead virus as a vaccine, right? They create immunity when something and foreign entity enters our body, so our antibody automatically get developed against to fight against them. But as it is dead, it cannot affect us, but that will help to develop our antibody. So that creates immunity against the disease. Toxoid vaccines are used to protect against diphtheria and tetanus. So immunity against the whole germ that causes no. This is not whole germ. So this is wrong. Consider the following statements regarding non-fungible token. What is this non-fungible token? NFT. NFT are unique digital assets which each token representing unique value. NFTs include digital assets unique value. NFTs, this is right. Uh, that is each token representing a unique value. NFTs are digital real into digital real estate, digital art and music. Is the NFT is not interchangeable in nature. This is it is interchangeable. So this is no. This is so. Sorry, it is not interchangeable in nature. Yes, this is not interchangeable. Right? They can be traded. They are not. They are not interchangeable. So all the three options are right here. This has come in exam also this year. NFT. UPSC has asked these questions. Next, consider the following statements. Most active galaxies have supermassive black hole at the center. Quasars are luminous objects in faraway galaxy, and quasars are found in galaxies that have supermassive black holes. All the statements are correct. Most active galaxies supermassive black hole at the center. Black hole always supermassive black hole that absorb all the celestial bodies that take into it. That is black hole. Quasars are very luminous objects far on from galaxies. Quasars are very luminous objects. Actually, these quasars they are found in the galaxies that have supermassive black holes. So these are quasars. They are found in galaxies with supermassive black holes. So it is also right. So both this is 1, 2, and 3. All the statements are correct here. Black hole always sucks the all type of bodies surrounding it. Light also cannot pass through black hole. Consider the following statements regarding HIV, Haemophilus influenza type B. HIV, Haemophilus influenza type B. HIV is caused by a type of bacteria and mostly affects children of younger than 5 years. Yes, Haemophilus influenza, it occurs in younger children less than 5 years. It causes lungs and throat infection. Yes, this is right. It causes lungs and throat infection. Haemophilus influenza. And HIV does not spread through air. This is wrong. It's spread through droplets in the air. So it's spread slow droplets. It spreads through droplets in the air. Right? Especially when someone sneezes or coughs. That so this Haemophilus influenza, that's type B. Consider the following statements. Polio usually affects children under 5, sometimes leading to irreversible paralysis. Wild polio remains endemic only in Africa and Pakistan. There is no cure for polio, it can only be prevented. Which of the following statements are correct? This is true. There is no cure for polio, it can be only prevented, right, by vaccine, polio vaccine. Wild polio remains endemic only to Africa and Pakistan. See, whenever you see statements like only, then obviously this is wrong. This is not Afghanistan. Wild polio remains endemic to only two countries, that is Afghanistan and Pakistan. Afghanistan and Pakistan. So this is not Africa. Polio just affects the children under 5, sometimes irreversible paralysis, right? So the person become handicapped, irreversible paralysis. So C is the answer. 1 and 3 are the right answer. It is not in Africa. It's Afghanistan and Pakistan polio. Recently, the Bill Gates has got Hilali Pakistan award because of its polio eradication. Consider the following statements regarding allergies. Allergies. Allergy immune system responds to foreign substance that do not typically harmful to the body. Right? Any foreign substance, then there will be, and that is the allergy to an immune system that will develop automatically. Right? The allergens can include certain foods, pollen, and pet dander. The body's response depends on the type of allergen that it has encountered. Obviously, sometimes it is some any type. Those people who suffer from allergy, they can suffer from allergy because of various food and various types of atmosphere like dust. Anything can happen. So all the statements are right regarding allergies. It's not typically harmful to the body. This is not harmful to the body. Consider the following statements regarding naturopathy. Regarding naturopathy. Naturopathy is a system of treatment which recognizes the existence of the vital curative force within the body. Naturopathy within the body. Yes, this is right. Curative force within the body. We have our body. We have a strong curative force that exists in the body. That's why we can develop that. According to naturopathy, all diseases, their causes and treatment are one. All diseases, their causes and treatment are one. According to naturopathy, food is the only medicine. No external medications are used. No external medications are used. Food is the only medicine. So 1, 2, 3, all the options are right here. Naturopathy. Food is the so based on our diet, our health will be that is the basic principle of naturopathy. The application of somatic cell nuclear transfer technology. Somatic cell nuclear transfer technology. It is production of organisms free of diseases, production of biol, biolarvicides, biolarvicides, and reproduction cloning of animals, manufacture of biodegradable plastics. What is the application of cell nuclear transfer technology? It is cell nuclear transfer technology. It is the reproductive cloning of the animals. So it has. So the C is the answer. Reproductive cloning of animals. So it is used for both therapeutic and reproductive cloning. Right. Consider the following statement with regard to brucellosis. Brucellosis. What is brucellosis? It's a viral disease. It's mainly infect cattle, swine, goats, sheep, dogs. Person to person transmission is rare. No. Person to person transmission is not rare. It's sorry. Person to person transmission is rare. This is right. And it mainly affects cattle, swine, goat, sheep, and dogs. This is right. It mainly affects cattle, swine, goat, and sheep. It's a viral disease. First statement is wrong. It's a bacterial disease. Brucellosis is a bacterial disease. It has the symptoms are weakness, fever, weight loss. Right. It is found globally in many of the countries. Brucellosis. It's not a viral disease. It's a bacterial disease. Next, microgravity situation can be experienced or simulated in microgravity situation. In rotating space station around Earth, in accelerating the vehicle, a free falling lift, select the current answer code, free falling lift, where we can experience microgravity situation. So first thing is rotating space around Earth. This is also microgravity. This is right. Second, an accelerating vehicle that will in that case will not feel the gravity properly. Uh, a freely falling lift. Yes, this is right answer because during falling lift, the apparent weight will be zero. Weight will be zero. Right. So one, two, three, all the options are right regarding microwave. Consider the following statements regarding superconductivity. Superconductivity was first discovered under sun in the European Space Organization for Nuclear Research. Under the superconducting state, materials offer no resistance to the gases of electrical current. So, which of the following statements are incorrect? Question is, which of the following statements are incorrect? Fast discovery under sun. So, incorrect is the first statement. So, it is not. Uh, So superconductivity, just a second. Was the first discovery on some European organization nuclear research. So statement is incorrect. Under the superconducting materials offer no resistance to the passage of electric current. This is right because at that then the atmosphere the resistance becomes zero at absolute the resistance become zero at the superconducting state. That is when superconducting state will achieve the superconducting state it is achieved at extremely low temperature. So in case of extremely low temperature, obviously materials will have no resistance for the passage of electrical current. So one only is the answer because that is question is incorrect. Find out what is incorrect. Okay. Consider the following statements regarding synthetic biology. Synthetic biology is a field of science that involves redesigning organisms for useful purposes by engineering them to have new abilities. In some ways, both synthetic biology and genome editing does same task but differ in approach being used. Biotechnology Regulatory Authority in India is an independent regulator to adjudicate research and around the synthetic technology. It's a field of science that involves redesigning organisms useful purpose engineering and new abilities. That is right. Biotechnology. In some ways, synthetic biology and genome editing does the same task but different in the approach. Synthetic biology or genome editing, that is editing the genome, that is changing the genome structure or cutting a particular genome, that is called by CRISPR technology. We can say right? Both change the genetic code. This both change the genetic code. So one, two options are right answer. Synthetic biology is used to produce which of the following? That is produce biofuels or microorganisms harnessed from bioremediation to clean pollutants from our water, soil, and air. Rice modified to produce beta carotene. Yeast engineered to produce rose oil. Which of the following statements are correct regarding regarding the use of synthetic biology? So whenever you see some regional questions like reasons or solutions or uses or applications in majority of the cases, all of them is the answer. So it produces microorganisms harnessed by bioremediation. Bioremediation means with the microorganism treatment, if you are destroying the wastes, then that is bioremediation. Rice modified to produce beta carotene, that is also for bioremediation. Yeast is engineered to produce rose oil, that is for bioremediation. So all the options are right here. Next, consider the following statements regarding synthetic biology. Synthetic biology technology which helps to manipulate biological organisms or process of re-engineering cells. It is regulated internationally by World Health Organization. It can help in treating deadly diseases. So it is not regulated by World Health Organization. Obviously, it will be regulated by the country itself. It will not be regulated by World Health Organization. So 1 and 3 of so 3 also is elemental. This 1 and 2 is regulated. Now this is 1 and 3. So A is the answer. 29 answer is A. Next question. Consider the following statements regarding glaucoma. Glaucoma is a progressive and degenerative disease in the optic nerve. Glaucoma, leading to irreversible blindness. It affects it affects people of old age, particularly those who have chronic conditions or family history. In general, glaucoma cannot be called cured, but it can be controlled. It only affects people of old age, and particularly those who have chronic conditions and family history. Whenever you see only, then what is the chances is that is wrong. Here, people of all age group, they can suffer from this glaucoma. So 1 and 3. In general, glaucoma cannot be cured because it can be controlled. Glaucoma can be controlled. Various type of eye drops pills they can help you. So 1 and 3 options are the right answer. So the lectures end here, and like this video, share this video, and subscribe to IAS. Thank you.